guys, we're going to do another round of streaking for green. Second stream I have on the Tactics Trainer on chess.com, and without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and dive right into it. Okay, black to move, white to move, king to c8. Immediate checks and captures. I'm seeing a check, queen to a8 check. I don't think that does me any good though. Queen a8 check, king d7. Then what? Then what? I mean, I don't see me getting any pieces back in the board. Well, okay. I mean, there's no immediate threats against my king. Maybe I could go knight takes g5, queen takes g5, and then queen a8 check, picking up the rook. That's what I see. Let's go ahead and try that. That looks to be correct. Yeah. Alright, so 1 for 1 here. Alright, rook d2. Black to move. That takes away the capture on c2, which would be mate. Huh. Well. I can't check him on a1. Can't do that. Okay, well, what if bishop takes c2? It's just not a... I mean, bishop takes c2. And then if rook takes, I think queen a1 is checkmate. Yeah, it is. If knight takes d2, queen takes d2, and I'm stuck. That's what I'm going with. Bishop takes c2. Yeah. All right, so 2 for 2. All right, white to move. Queen f8. Well, I see immediately winning the exchange automatically is bishop takes f7 with check. Queen takes f7, and then what? What if... Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay, so the rook is pinned to the king. So we can't take my queen. What if bishop h6 challenging the queen? If queen takes h6, then queen f7 check. But is that followed by mate? I don't see it. Because of this knight right here on e7. This is fairly challenging. I mean, I guess amateur here, so I'm sure it's likely that whoever's watching has already solved it. I'm just trying to... I've already spent almost a minute and a half on this thing. Alright, let's get down and integrate. Well, what if queen takes f7? Check. Then queen takes bishop. No, I mean, it's just not... I'm really thinking of... Well, if I bring my knight to e5, that's just real vague. Knight e5, knight takes e5, and then go with my plan, but the knight is still here. And once again, if the queen moves, then I'm not going to be able to put my queen on this back rank at all because of the rook. Okay. Well. Let's take a deeper look at bishop takes f7 check, queen takes. I mean, then what though? There's no real concrete move here. There really isn't. Now I'm gonna obviously have to guess the move. I've just been spending too long on here. That queen really screws everything up. Hmm. I mean, I kind of see. What if I like? What if I was the? I mean, in the real game, I might just drop my queen to f4 and then bishop h6. I'm gonna go with that. Nope, it's wrong. Let's go. Let's do a hint because I'm not gonna be able. Yeah, I knew it was bishop h6. Wow, that's just remarkable. Wow, that's wow. Wow. Okay, well, 2 for 3. All right, rook c8, black to move. Um, well, my rook's pinned. If I take the rook, he takes with his bishop. But then what? Should I take the rook? See, in these tactics, you got to look for real crazy moves, like knight f2, forcing him to. Well, it's not really a forcing move because he could just take my rook with check. Okay. So I really think it starts off with me taking this rook or moving my rook over 1 square to f8. Um, or knight to f6. I really think it involves me taking this rook. If I take rook takes, bishop takes on c8, then what though? It's just not very clear at all. Then queen c6, challenging the bishop, also challenging this check down here. Bishop moves, check. King g2, but there's nothing. Nothing after that. Let's start with the rook takes. Then what? Then what? Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I don't think the queen moves to the c file because there's just too many squares for the queen to go in the c file. Too many options. It can't be that. Because each one of these 3 squares looks, you know, about the same. Um, what if queen g6? What does that do? Nothing. Okay. My knight's placed in the center of the board, but I don't see any rather good moves for it. Hmm. Spending too much. Oh! Okay. You're right. They're on the c file. Queen d5. Queen d. No, I'm sorry. Queen c5 challenges the bishop, and also threatens a mating attack. Yeah. That's really annoying. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and count that one because that's clearly the right move. I'm gonna stop the stream for 2 seconds, and then we will resume. So I'm 3 for 4. All right, y'all, back 3 for 4 here. So let's go ahead. And hold on just a second here. All right. All right, we're back again with. All right, we're back again. So I'm 3 for 4 here. Let's dive back into it. White to move. He went G5. Um. Well, let's see. Okay, the sack on H6 is very tempting. If I sack on H6, he's kind of obliged to take that. So I think that is a very good move. I don't see any other real moves here. I really don't. If queen takes pawn. Okay, well, what about rook takes g5? What about that? What does that do? That looks very intriguing. If rook takes g5 and he does nothing, then I mean, I could check him and then queen h6. Let's go with that. Okay, so it was solved. So 4 out of 5 here. Okay, the knight took something on c8 here. Black to move. Well, this looks fairly simple. I mean, it does look very simple. Bishop take d4, queen take d4, and then queen take e6. That's what I'm seeing. That's incorrect. Why? That's crazy. That's incorrect. Of course, this check right here. I'd rather checkmate the opponent's king than gain serious material. And then what, though? Well, obviously, check him again because we have the rook backed up. Okay, so that kind of sucked. 4 for 6. My previous one was 7 for 10. White to move. The black knight went to d6 here. Black knight went to d6, so let's see. Gosh, I don't know what he took right there. Let's do a material count here. 4 for 4 with pawns, so we're even on material. Huh. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rook. Rook takes c8. Rook takes c8. Knight take d6. Yeah, I think. I mean, and then I'm not sure. No, I mean, if rook takes c8, then knight takes c8, and then bishop take a8. Yeah. Okay. 5 for 7. Black to move. Queen d4. Well. What about e5? What does that do? Not much. He would just take my knight. The knight is very poorly placed because if I move him, I get slammed. Well, this is interesting. What about knight f6? Kind of. Knight f6 stops the background mate for at least a move until, let's see, knight f6. You can't mate me right here because I got knight e8 or queen takes. Oh, okay, so what about just queen b5? Queen b5 looks pretty sensible. But then he's just gonna build up for a back spanker, and I don't want that. This knight is very well placed for the situation here. The knight on a4. Um, what about knight c5? Knight c5, knight takes c5. I guess I'm gonna go with that. I mean, I don't know what else to do. That was a real double-edged position right there. Let's go with the hint. It was bishop to c5. I didn't see that working. He could have just took it. Why would he do that? He could have took with the knight and then just moved his queen. Right there. Well, I guess there was a, whoa, shit. Okay, so that was not easy. 5 for 8. So let's go ahead and try and finish this up here with an okay score. um, this is rather annoying. If bishop takes, rook take, then what? Aha! Bishop takes, rook takes, queen e6, forks the knight in the rook. Okay, but I'm gonna get a fucking knight out of it. Here's the thing, should I just win a piece? No, I shouldn't mess up my pawn structure, I don't think. Why? That's just... Well, I'm not really messing up my pawn structure. I'm freeing my rook. Wow, 5 for 9. Worse than before. I really should just stop now, but I'm going to continue. Don't know what the pawn took right here. I just don't know what he took. Okay, material count is we're about even. We're even on, you know, pieces. Um, well, I can't set up for like a checkmate here because my queen would like to go to f2, which the knight is blocking. Okay, wow, okay. I'm not getting too wrong in a row. We're going for the hint. Knight takes. Okay, then what, though? I mean, you know, then what? Oh, freeze the bishop to pop this knight off. Wow. 5 for 10 there, people. 50%, which sucks. Very aggravated over it. So, thanks for tuning in, though. Cheers.